So what are you already using AI for? I'm a big fan of what other people learn and OPE, other people's experience, because it's more valuable than other people's money. Here, you don't have to go through the blood, sweat, and tears. Look at everybody dropping knowledge already, experiential knowledge, which is much better than book knowledge because this has been tried and tested for you. So today we're going to be talking about the importance of prompting. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, I know prompting, Maria, but you know what I find is when I actually do live demos with people, they really don't prompt very well. Okay, so they've got mediocre prompting and garbage in, garbage out, right? That is still a saying that lives to its truth. So prompting, if you're not familiar with that, is giving instructions to AI. That's the directions. But if you think about it, AI is like a new employee or a new team member, a new tool that doesn't know you. It doesn't know the brand that you have, your style, your voice. It may not even know who are your best customers. Now, what you don't want to do is rely on the public model for just that information, which is what a lot of people do with prompting. So today, of course, because I'm the Southwest Regional Google Coach, I'm going to talk about Google tools. I use a whole bunch of tools, but I'm not going to talk about them today. I'm going to focus on Gemini because I am a fan of bootstrap marketing, which is you want free or small fee. And you have Gemini available to you within your free personal Gmail account, which is what I love because you can try it out, test it, and become familiar with it on a free plan. You don't have to already get the subscriptions because $20 here, $14 here, $29 here, they add up right away. So we're going to be talking about and utilizing this specific operating system. I also like the safety of keeping everything in the Google ecosystem. The Google tools have become a new favorite, and I love them because they keep everything within a nice, safe, secure ecosystem, and they don't train the public model. That's what I love about it. So keep that all in mind as you're doing things because you don't want your proprietary business information or your code shared publicly. So let's go to a live demo. All right. So remember what we were just looking at, task, persona. I know what my task is, but I am the expert at the persona, not AI, right? I don't want to rely just on the public model. So what I would do here is, let somebody drop their business, what you're actually doing, what's your industry, who you're serving. Let me know in the chat box. All right. So fingers at the ready. Let me know there. But let's say that we want to come up with a persona for your business or who would be best to serve your business. Okay. And we want to come up with when I say persona, it would be what the AI needs to act like. All right. So we've got Jackie Kenyeri Engineering and Manufacturing Work Holding Services. Okay, so what do you engineer and manufacture, Jackie? Because that's a lot in that. So let me know. All right, machine chucks. Okay, so let's do this in talking to AI and putting that persona together. What I'm going to do is a prompt change. So you're going to listen to me, and I actually let AI hear me because I want it to hear my pregnant pauses and my intonations. Now understand this is in the flashlight mode. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use flashlight. And I'm going to say, I am looking for the top 3 people in the United States within the last year who are excellent at marketing, Kenyan or actually marketing, engineering, and manufacturing of machine chucks. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but if you'll let me know, that would be great. And when I say excellent, that means they are getting great conversion rate. People clicking through to their website, clicking through their email and their social media, people calling or filling out forms. That's what makes these 3 people great. I'm not looking for agencies. I am looking for individual consultants. What I'm doing in that prompt is I am leaning into AI superpower, which AI can go out and search and crunch a bunch of information, but it can also hallucinate, which means that it can just be a creative writer and give us answers because that's the way it was written, is to give us answers fast instead of just double checking that the answers are correct and fact checking those. So because of that, I need to, as the expert in this industry, so Jackie, you would be this person, not me at this time, because again, I didn't even know the terminology. So I would need to be able to look at this and say, yes, this works. So understanding marketing engineering here. All right, so it's saying building, this isn't physical, modern context, it's plumbing. All right, so why agencies often dominate. All right, understanding the terms. So the powerhouse consultants, where to find them. All right, so it's giving me where to find. It's giving me the directions, but not exactly what I was looking for. Great. I appreciate your help with that. I'm going to say I agree with all of that. And I need to find out the 3 top consultants by name. So I need you to find them for me that fulfill everything that you've written above. Now that's what we're going to do. So I did clarify in my prompt chain. I actually clarified what it was doing next. So it's giving me market engineers. All right. So it gave me one person. Well, this is actually a independent specialist right there. All right. Suggest Doug Mansfield. All right, let's think along the line of Doug Mansfield and give me 2 other people who are similar to him and meet the criteria that we've outlined together. So you see what I'm doing? This is prompt chaining when I build on one thing and now get more specific, more focused on that. All right, so it's saying Dan Lear and Jason Steen. Now, the second part of this is I'm going to ask these three to work together. I need Doug, Dan, and Jason to work together and to come up with a marketing plan for Q3 for a company that focuses on this. I want you to focus really on email marketing at this time and LinkedIn marketing. So you see, as the expert in the field, let's say if this was and I was Jackie running an engineering company, then I would definitely give it some more context, which is what I'm doing here and coming up with this persona. All right, so it's giving me what it would do. Doug is the asset architect, Jason's the systems engineer, and Dan is the conversion closer. So this is what they would do. This is phase one, phase two. Again, very light for the demo. But here is now what I will finally do. So this is the final part of the prompt chain, because what I'm doing is creating, Jackie, a chat that is going to be focused and giving you high-level input, but also giving you feedback as the expert in what you do. It's already been doing this back and forth, understanding through different iterations what matters most to you, what's most important, because you are the subject matter expert. And we cannot dilute our expertise by just going to the public model and saying that stick is the answer. Okay, so here we go. I need these three to morph together, and they're going to be my engineer marketing team. That's what we're going to name you. I'm never going to come back to you as the individuals anymore. The three need to morph together, and I do need you to put a comprehensive plan together for my company. I'm going to share the brand document with you later, but first I need you to put this together for LinkedIn marketing just for a week. Now, I just asked just for a week, Jackie, because it's the interest of time. All right. So now they've morphed together. They become the engineer marketing team. Now you also see day one, what they're recommending. I could even have it write it if I want to, but now I can save and pin this chat because I want to make sure that it stays, and I can also rename it to the engineer marketing team if I want to. Okay. All right. I'm going to rename it.